Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode of the Flag Dog Podcast. Sashank, Niru, what do you guys think about it? How is the episode going so far? The recording?
The two of you have done great. I think last episode was our best episode, and I had second thoughts about coming on because you two are so good. I don't want to bring us down.
Okay, just so to the viewers, to what Sashank is talking about, we've been averaging about 60 to 70 views prior to this, and right now we've reached the 600 views mark. Is that correct, Sashank? 500 plus.
Close to 500, I think.
Yeah, okay, so that's the mark, and thank you guys for viewing our episodes, and we look forward to seeing you guys being live on more of our episodes. So guys, before we go in, just want to start off with a couple of random questions for you guys to just test your footballing knowledge or your fan knowledge or any basic thing related to football. So Nirushan, I'm going to start off with you.
Why do you have to start with me?
Because I have the question perfectly set for you. Okay, so let's see how well you know Arsenal in terms of Gunnosaurus. Okay. So the first question
Put me on the spot.
Okay. So it's going to be a sub question, but the second question counts. The first is just a basic question. Do you know the name of the guy who plays Gunnosaurus?
The current guy I don't know, but the one before this, I think his name was some Stewart. I don't know his first name.
Okay, wrong. The guy's name is Jerry Guy. Jerry Guy has been playing the Gunnosaurus mascot for the longest period before he was sacked due to the COVID. Okay, so I was about to come to the question, but you got the answer right already. What was the period? And 27 is the right answer.
27 is, yeah.
Yeah, so that was the question for you. So Sashank, a similar question to you. Yeah.
Don't ask me how to Fred the Red Devil. I have no idea.
That's the question for you. So I'm glad you know at least Fred is the mascot for United. So skipping to the question, what is Fred's kit number?
I should, for the number of United games I should know that, but right now I have no clue. Do you have any? You're also, but you know the answer now.
Yeah,
so
I know the answer.
I think it's 99.
No, wrong.
99?
Okay, but since Nirushan said something, the number is like that. It's a double digit. I'll give you three options: 33, 44, 55.
44.
You're not Sashank. No.
I'm going for probably 33. I have no idea.
Okay, the right answer is 55.
Both of us are wrong.
Okay, guys. So anyway, Nirushan, coming back to you, the second and final question for you. This is a very interesting question. You guys should have read about this. I think Sashank would have. I'm not sure about you, Niru. But anyway, during the 2004 to 2005 Champions League season, a particular manager was banned from entering the stadium, the dressing area, all that because of his behavior. Yet, he managed to sneak in for a team talk and got out through the laundry bin. Can you name the manager?
So easy, bro. This is so easy. Yeah, the big man Mourinho, of course.
That's right. Do you remember which team it was against?
I'm not sure. I think it was at Stamford Bridge. I'm sure it was at Stamford Bridge. It was a Stamford Bridge, but it was with an European team only.
Obviously, man, the Champions League.
Hey, you can play an English club, right?
The English is also European.
I think it was
Chelsea. Was it a Spanish team?
I think.
So the right answer is Bayern.
Oh, Bayern.
Yeah. So anyway, Sashank, final question to you. This is something you could get it right. It's a sub question again. So when Manuel Neuer signed for Bayern, he broke one of the longest standing records in the first few weeks. First couple of months, you could say. What was that record?
It has to do something with clean sheets or saves. What? Like what? He have a clean sheet record till then?
Yeah. So he went for the longest period without conceding a goal.
Mm.
Do you want to take a wild guess how many minutes that was?
It should be in thousands because Van der Sar did that.
Exactly. Yeah, it was 1,000 plus minutes.
Yeah.
Okay, not bad.
Nice.
You guys do know a little bit on the questions.
Hey, by the way, by mistake, I answered Nirushan's last question without knowing it was for Nirushan.
The moment,
But yeah, you
it's
knew
simple,
that.
bro.
Yeah.
It's very simple.
It was
The
very
moment you
simple.
say laundry, it has to be Mourinho.
Laundry,
It's the
yeah.
pizza, it has to be Ferguson.
Fabregas.
So the
Yeah,
thing was,
Fabregas.
I wanted to
Fabregas.
ask. So I wanted to ask you as to what was the item he used to get out. But since you guys
Oh.
laughed, I had to give it out and just
Yeah.
asked you who the manager was. Okay, guys. So anyway, so moving on, we'll get into the episode. So this week we're going to be breaking down the team of the week for the game week 9 in the Premier League this season. So guys, do you guys have any thoughts on how to go about this before we get in?
So you're talking about this particular game week, right? Game week 9,
Yeah, this
right?
particular game week, and we are going to choose our own positions and who we think perform best in their particular position and so on. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay, so to dive in, guys. So we are going to be using the Create Formation website, courtesy of them. They have a really nice website. I think anybody who wants to use this for the recording or any other purposes can have a look into this. So guys, we're going to start off from the back. So the goalkeeper and the defense line. Who's going to take that?
That'll be me.
Okay, Narushan, so go ahead.
Okay. I'll start off with a goalkeeper. For me, a lot of keepers did well. Bernd Leno did well, and we had even
strong
Lloris did well. But for me, the person who stood out was Sam Johnston,
Oh,
because I thought over the game he did really well. So for me, it's been Sam
Yeah.
Johnston.
He was really good. Yeah.
not
Yeah,
bad. Sam
that's
Johnston is recognized in this website.
And
He's an ex-United keeper.
I know.
yeah,
Show some love.
and going to left back, for me, left back would be Robertson. I thought, given their very, I wouldn't say immature, but then given their, relatively inexperienced backline, I thought Robertson showed up really well for the Leicester game. And a lot of people were expecting the defense to get overrun, but Robertson actually led that Liverpool defense. He put in a very commendable performance. Coming to right back, for me, right back, Tariq Lamptey. That's it. Irrespective of his red card, which I thought was very soft, with the second yellow at least, I thought Lamptey put in a very good performance, and he was like the best right back performer for this given league. I'm pretty sure like two or not even two, like quite possibly next year he would be like he would possibly move on to a bigger club. Hopefully it is to Arsenal, but let's see. Our centre back, for the centre backs, I would possibly take Alderweireld and Dion, because although the first half against City they did concede a few chances, but over the second half, City they couldn't do anything. These guys were really good, very compact. They put in a very, very good performance, and Spurs are beginning to frighten me with the way they're playing. And I just hope it unravels by December. But the way they are playing, I'm still like a bit concerned. Yeah, so this is my defense/goalkeeper lineup.
Shashank, do you agree with all the 5 positions?
Yeah, the keeper, I thought Johnston was actually really good against United. As usual, Old Trafford, there's always one keeper who has the game of his life. And it's usually ex-United keeper like Tom Heaton or Sam Johnston, or Ben Foster. But yeah, I think this team is good. The centre-back pairing, I think both of them are really good. Left back, just a shout-out to Region, but we can't have a whole Spurs team here. So I agree, Robertson was the best. Also, right back, Milner was really good.
Yeah, okay. Milner was good, but I thought the reason why I didn't take Region and or Milner was that I thought Robertson had much more of an impact on the game than Region did, and likewise for Lamptey.
Yeah.
The thing
Lamptey
was,
did get sent off.
Yeah, the second yellow was very soft for me.
Such a soft yellow, man.
But isn't so? Why was that not reviewed? Because for the second yellow, which is an automatic red, it should be reviewed by VAR, right?
No, the second yellow does not come under VAR's.
Only if it's a direct red.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, Shashank. So since you've agreed on all that, I think we can move into the midfield. The midfield master of the VIT team.
VAT team. It's our own team. People will think wrongly that I was
Okay,
in the
sorry.
VAT team.
Midfield master of the Lundri boys.
Yeah. Lundri boys we were the good fellas. Anyway, so I'm going to go with
Okay, Sashank, sorry, sorry to interrupt you. Before you dive in, for the viewers, just want to tell you something. So everybody knows that most people know that Goodfellas is a movie name, and when we were actually getting a name out for a five-a-side team when we were doing our undergraduate, Sashank suggested Goodfellas, and I think he was the only one who knew the name at that time. Everybody was abusing him.
and that too, when the guys call out, like for example, when the announcer calls out Goodfellas versus the other team, they always called us Goodfellows. Sir, it's Goodfellas, not Goodfellows.
That showed how bad an MC we had for a five-a-side. Okay, Sashank, anyway, go on.
Yeah, so I thought I wanted like a team which had a balance. Usually these team of the weeks, it's always attacking, but to add a balance, I thought for central defensive midfielder, it was Højbjerg from Spurs. He was really good. I could have put Sissoko too, but for this one, I'm choosing because he will hold and protect my other two midfielders better. So I choose Højbjerg, and he was amazing this week. He took care mainly of De Bruyne. He was the one marking De Bruyne the whole game, and he was really good. The other two midfielders, it was tough because there are a few good performances, mainly attacking wise. But the other midfielder, I want one guy who runs both ways and who had a great game this weekend was Doucouré from Everton. I think he's always a solid performer, and I think he'll shore up my midfield well. So that
Doucouré on the right, is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd probably have more of a 4-2-3-1, but it's all the same. It doesn't matter. And then the final midfielder, I have to go with my man, Bruno. If he plays well or not, he impacts the game always. So I have to go, even though the audience might hate me for it.
And I have to tell that I think this is the time I miss Gautam, the second you mentioned Bruno Fernandes.
This is the reason he stopped attending any recordings. So I think this would be VK and Nirushan. What do you guys think? Any mentions you have?
No,
I'm not sure about Doucouré because I didn't get to watch the Everton game, but otherwise I think if he's had an impact, it's right to go by it. And Bruno, he has been consistent, so that's there. But like you said, dude, Højbjerg is one of the best CDMs right now that even I've seen on all the games I've seen. I think this is the kind of player that even we need at times when we don't control those games at the
He's
back.
a Mourinho player.
Exactly.
What about you, Niru?
For me, I would have swapped out Doucouré for Kante.
Oh yeah, Kante also.
Yeah.
But then, of course, Kante played toothless Newcastle. So I don't think that would be a good standard to what a good performer is. Quite possibly next week when they're taking on Spurs, we can see how good Kante is or how good the Højbjerg or even how good Dier and Alderweireld are.
Yeah, unfortunately, I think Alderweireld got injured that game, so I think he's out.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. VK.
Okay, guys. So moving on to the front lineup. We've not had as many goals as we are used to seeing this season so far in the game weeks. It's been a pretty simple game week up front. But I think we can all agree to go with Harry Kane up front. He's been the main man for Spurs and in form. Yes, he's not scored a goal, but I think he's contributed a lot to the
he had an assist. And also, right now, I think he's the best player in the Premier League right now.
Yeah.
He controls the game.
Hands down.
And for right wing, I think I'll go with Jota because he's been one of the most impactful players in the Liverpool squad so far in spite of getting less minutes. And even though Firmino is there, but I don't think he's done well enough to warrant into any of the game weeks. He's just scored a goal. I hope that's right.
No, you're right that Jota is the informed man for Liverpool right now.
And coming back to the left wing again, there's no particular player or no particular guy who's done outstanding, but I think we'll give it to Calvert-Lewin because he's been consistent. To be at Everton and get 9 goals in 9 game weeks is great by any standard, and especially being in the Everton squad.
So we should apologize to the audience for including 2 Everton players because they played against Fulham. Nowadays, everybody scores against Fulham, but it's still they've had consistent performances till now.
Mm-hmm.
So apart from that, do you guys want to have had any honorable mentions to any particular player who stood out?
I would have made a change to your lineup, VK. I would have swapped Jota with Calvert-Lewin and bought in Walcott on the right.
Okay.
Walcott, yeah, he scored today.
Walcott had a very good
Walcott
game.
had a- okay.
Irrespective of the goal, I thought he had a good game. And but then, this is what you suggested. But coming to your honorable mentions, for me, if I had to choose one person, I would take Højbjerg. Højbjerg was my honorable mention, and quite possibly after that, the second is Kane, because Kane has been doing this. Like the way he's been playing, it's been like for the past 5 or 6 game weeks, he's been putting on this performance consistently. But Højbjerg against a very attacking City side was phenomenal. And it doesn't matter how much goals the striker scores if you keep leaking at the other end, Like you can have a striker who's scoring 5 goals in a game, but then you can end up losing six.
Correct.
You can end up losing
Conceding
by
six.
6-5. Yeah. So Højbjerg was like, for me, would be the honorable mention.
Yeah, for me, the ones that did not make this team that I'd probably give out a shout out would be some of the Chelsea players. I think Chelsea have been consistent through this, and I watched Werner. Werner, he missed a lot of chances in that game, but my God, for the Abraham goal, the way he, his turn of pace, and he just, just ran past two defenders like they weren't there, and that was the reason they got the Abraham goal. So I think Werner would be a shout out, and also I want to give a shout out to the entire Leeds team for playing so well and doing everything except finishing, because they were so good otherwise, but they just could not finish and get that goal. So and I'd give a shout out to some of the Leeds, because Leeds is always the team. It's rarely one guy. They have Bamford sometimes standing out, but usually it's a team effort with Leeds. So those would be my mentions, VK.
Okay, guys, but I'm surprised that all of us did forget this guy as even a main squad player. My honorable mention is going to definitely go to Son. He's been consistent. He's been up there. He's been performing really, really well. I just realized, how did we leave him out? We could have actually put him out on the left and got Calvert-Lewin to the right, or maybe replaced Calvert-Lewin with Walcott as per Niru's suggestions. So I think
you can't take out Jota, because Jota was so good.
Yeah, I actually want to refute what you said. The thing is, Son, throughout the game, the only thing that he had to show for was the goal. Apart from that, the reason why he plays on the left, but the reason why he played on the right was because of Cancelo, and he used to protect. So next week we will see something similar, because when you look at Chelsea, you have Chilwell down the Spurs right, so you will see Son playing there. Next week it's actually going to be really good, because you have like Chilwell versus Aurier/Son, and then on the right you have Werner versus this guy. Werner versus the opposition fullback. So it's going to be like really good to see what's going to go happen down the flanks.
It's either going to be Region. Yeah, it's going to be pretty good. And I don't know, but also for just, again, we can keep on giving this first team, but Ndombele, he doesn't get the credit because everybody talks about Kane, Son, like all the other guys, but Ndombele was a scary player before that last year where he had a really tough year. But before, in that Lyon team, he was one of the best players there. And now Mourinho's figured out, because he got Højbjerg, he doesn't have to use Ndombele as a defensive midfielder anymore. He can use him completely as a number 10. And look at him. He's so powerful. Like, he basically pushes everybody, and then like he's basically what we want Pogba to look like. He's playing like that now, unfortunately.
Did you say Jogba? Sorry?
I knew this was coming from VK. I shouldn't have brought up Pogba. It's like bringing up Ed Woodward for me. It's the same thing for VK is Pogba.
So if that's your Ed Woodward and Jogba is for me, who do we assign for Nirushan?
We can assign anybody from the Arsenal team. We can assign now.
Okay, that was a disappointing answer. I was expecting to put somebody like Ty or Claude.
You guys are the ones who are so fixed on Arsenal fan TV. I don't follow them. You are the ones who keep following, and you keep updating me on what's happening.
Yeah.
Those weekends
I only when Arsenal lose.
Those weekends when I feel like crying, I always go and tune up and watch up Arsenal fan TV. There's so much gold in it.
And I watch it so regularly only when Arsenal lose, because when they won against United, now I can't bear to watch them because they're so happy. But when they lose a game, it's so much fun.
You guys are sadists.
No, man. They're creating content for us to enjoy.
Yeah.
Okay, guys. Anyway, with that, we're done with the team of the week. Thank you guys for your contributions. So before we let go, I'll catch up with you guys in a couple of days for a game week preview for the coming week. Any last words, boys? Okay.
No, hoping for a good Champions League midweek, and hopefully United can get that win
And seal the playoff spot.
No, that won't be enough. We'll require one more result. It'll be only 9 points.
At least it'll be a good psychological boost.
Yeah.
Nirushan, any aspirations for the Europa League?
Nothing.
Too early. Too soon.
I'm exactly. I'm done. I'm done the season. For me, the season has already ended.
1-0 draw and that's it. You've given up on the season.
Gameweek 9.
It is not the 0-0 draw. It's the performance that has been there for the past 4, 5, 6 games.
Except that United game, everything else has been bad.
Even that United game, the reason why we won was the penalty. Apart from if we take the penalty out, we still saw that we did not create any chances to be win the game.
Yeah.
Enough. Season over. Thank you, guys.
Okay, guys. Thank you for everything. And viewers, if you do like the channel, please like and subscribe to the channel. And we'll see you soon.